My mother-in-law got me a flip vid for Christmas, and it's a little teeny tiny little camcorder thingy that shoots HD video. So y'all can expect some more videos from me on my blog this coming year. Figured first week of the new year I'd give you a little tour of my kiln that I rebuilt last summer. This little mug I'm having my coffee out of this morning is a mug from Brandon Phillips out of Texas. Pretty sweet little, I call it my rainbow mug. So here's the kiln. If you've seen any of my other videos that I've done, you'll remember I had a Olson fast fire kind of design that had the fireboxes underneath the floor of the kiln. And you stoked it from one side and the other side. And after a year and a half of firing that, I got pretty worn out running back and forth, especially when I got up to temperature and whatnot. So when I decided to rebuild this one last summer, I knew I wanted to stoke it from the same side of the kiln and not have to run around. So now in order to stoke it, stoke holes are right here. And I can just slide in 4 or 5 pieces of wood each side each time I stoke. And I'm good to go. You'll see here's one bag wall on the left. And the grate's down there. And then I got another bag wall on the right. So when I stoke it from either side and also dump my soda on either side, I'm getting kind of some more uniform soda distribution left to right. I still get top to bottom unevenness, but what are you going to do? Changing this design to from the fast fire to what it is now, kind of this dual bag wall design. Found out the fuel I was using before wasn't suitable for this one. Before, what I was using was this pallet wood that had been chopped up to, you know, a good 10 inches long, maybe by 5 inches wide. It was perfect for that, but this doesn't fire all too well in this kiln. So what I did is I switched to this more small scrap wood and cut it to length, about 4 feet, the length of my firebox. So the other thing I realized with the other fast fire kiln is being able to adjust the inlet flues during the firing can help you really make it an efficient firing throughout the process, and help you even out heat distribution up and down, left to right, whatever you wanted to do. And so I wanted to make adjusting the inlet flues as easy as possible during the firing with this new design. So what I did was, as you can see, on each side of the kiln there's 4 inlet flues. And they're a little bit oversized for the size of the kiln and the grates that are in there. But I did that so that I could weld up these metal flaps here that's on this rod. This is the front of the kiln. And so I can just pull, anyways, by using this rod to slide them back and forth, I could easily adjust it throughout the firing without too much work. On the back side is my stack, and I did kind of make a small mistake with my stack. I shortened it from the other version of the kiln because I was getting quite a bit of draft happening before, and it was really making the top to bottom pretty uneven, along with some other factors. So I shortened the stack and found I shortened it too much. So I think next time I replace this metal culvert pipe, I'm probably going to put another 2 feet on top of there. Right now it's been fine. I think I could get a little bit more efficiency out of my wood burning and stuff like that if I had 2 more feet. So we'll see how that goes. I can adjust the damper here on the back side if I need to. I find between adjusting that damper and adjusting the inlet flues here, I can really kind of move heat around how I want to. Speaking of heat distribution, here's the cone packs from the last firing I did. I was pretty happy with the evenly distributed heat in this. This first row of cones here is the top shelf, and as you move back you get down farther into the bottom of the shelf. This side is the front of the kiln, and this is the back of the kiln. So I get a little bit of coolness in the top front, which I think can kind of be expected seeing as that's going to be furthest away from the firebox and the draft. So, and a little unusual for this, for me anyways, was this is my cone pack right in front of the outlet flue, which to me is typically a colder area of the kiln. That's actually my hottest area of the kiln for this, so I found that kind of interesting. That back stack there fired real evenly, all except for the back part, which got a little bit overfired. Not too concerned about it. Interesting enough, if you look at well, if you looked at the rings I had, but you can look at the cone packs as well. This this cone pack got the most soda and salt distribution on there compared to any others, which I found kind of interesting, seeing as I was thinking that was getting the least draft and probably the least amount of soda. But you know, I think with any kiln design, you kind of figure out where the soda is happening, and you put your pots you want there, and the other ones you'll glaze up and put in the dry spots. So that's about it. Working on a new kiln load, hoping to fill her up maybe near the end of the month. Probably first thing February is what's going to end up being, and definitely we'll be taking some video of that.